Hermione, aka Beslani, and welcome to Christmas week! Woo! Yay, Christmas! And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we usually do. Like I told you back during the Infinity War trailers, I am about geek-like. I think my all-time favorite geek stuff is Harry Potter, Hamilton, and Dragon Ball Z. I think those are my top 3 favorites. But today we are going to be reacting to Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Now, if you're not familiar with that story and the Harry Potter Sevenology, what do you call a 7-series book? If you're not familiar with that book, that's because it's a fan fiction written by a bot. You heard me right. By the way, just in case you couldn't tell, Team Gryffindor, baby, yay! And now, everyone, Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Chapter 13, because that's where all good books begin. The Handsome One. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. Sounds about right. The sky outside was a great black ceiling which was full of blood. So I guess we're in book 7 or somewhere around there. The only sound drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful streaks of his own furniture. Holy crap. Don't body shame him, furniture. Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Otherly sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds toward the castle. He's not even a ghost. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of friend's tap dance. What does Ron tap dance? He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family? What the hell? What is wrong with this bot? Why does it go straight from like, hey, he's doing a tap dance to he saw Harry and Hermione's family? Like, were they judging him? Ron shirt was just as bad as Ron himself. Poor Ron, nobody ever loves Ron. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive, confessed the reasonable Hermione. That's reasonable. I mean, she warned them. She did warn them. What about Ron magic? Offered Ron. The frick is Ron magic? To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow, and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds. Holy crap. Harry doesn't like Ron either. This bot really is not a fan of Ron. It's so messed up. Death Eaters are on top of the castle, Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was. He wasn't proud of that, but it was going to be hard not to have spiders all over his body after this is said and done. Why? Why? Like maybe spiders in his skin and computers don't understand that? I'm so confused. Look, said Hermione. Obviously there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. Good idea. The 3 complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door to the castle roof. You can't do that in Hogwarts. This book knows nothing of chronology. Isn't that the right word? Canon? Yeah, canon. Yeah! This book knows nothing of the rules of Hogwarts. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing. What? Ron looked at the doorknob and then looked at Hermione with scarring pain. I think it's closed, he noticed. Oh, really though? Locked, said Mr. Staircase, the shabby-robed ghost. Mr. Staircase. Mr. Staircase is his name. Why is it Mr. Staircase? Okay. They looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was and asking it to be replaced with a small orb. Obviously, the door didn't comply. What a dick. The password was Beef Woman, Hermione cried. Harry, Ron, and Hermione quietly stood behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad. I mean, is there any Death Eaters who don't look bad? Like, I'm completely discriminating. I've never seen one Death Eater that you looked at them and were like, oh, that guy might not be a Death Eater. Oh no, how could you have betrayed me? Like, they all look bad. I think it's okay if you like me, said one Death Eater. Thank you very much, replied the other. The first Death Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek. Does this bot understand what Death Eaters are? Like, what? Oh, well done, said the second as his friend stepped back again. Hey, you know what? I guess they're not all bad people. Maybe I was wrong. I guess they do have love. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely. Oh, isn't that so sweet? They then all took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic. Back to the schedule. Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. What? Oh my goodness, it's probably a scar. Like, oh, he tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. That is the greatest mental image of all time. Like, also, aren't they on top of the castle? Like, why is he able to throw them so far into the forest? Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. I love how it's keeping this continuity. Voldemort, you're a very bad and mean wizard, Harry savagely said. Hermione nodded encouragingly. Yeah, you tell him, Harry. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance, so Hermione dipped his face in mud. To be real, since Hermione is black now, I can see, you know, because the Cursed Child, and on stage, she's played by a black woman, in case you didn't know. But, yeah, no, so because she's black now, I can totally see how she's taken this as an insult. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Ron threw a wand at Voldemort, and everyone applauded. What the frick? Asshole Death Eater. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. That's gotta be the most awkward shit, bruh. So this means this dude threw the wand. It hit Voldemort. I'm imagining it hits Voldemort in a place that he's just like, I'm just gonna take that back real quick. Thank you. Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. How does he know he can't see anymore? They cast a spell or two, and jets of green light shot out the Death Eater's heads. Ron flinched. What? Not so handsome now, thought Harry, as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. Why? Does he have his eyes back now? What the heck, Bot? You were doing so well. And why did he dip her in hot sauce? Is that like a metaphor for like hot sauce? They started like dropping it and whip. Like, why? What hot sauce is this? It's lit. The Death Eaters were dead now, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. The Great Hall was filled with incredible moaning chandeliers. We're slaves to the castle. And the large librarian who had decorated the sinks with books about masonry. Books don't go in the sink, okay? Jeez. Mountains of mice exploded. Ew. Several long pumpkins fell out of McGonagall. What? Like, where did they fall from? Dumbledore's hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at the school. Oh, there's my hair. The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and placed a hand on its head. You are Hagrid now! Why? Why is it Hagrid? But why does that also make so much sense? We're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us, Harry, Hermione, and Ron said in chorus. You know what, they're right. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there, and Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Why did you even mention them? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Harry looked around and then fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer. Oh, I'm Harry Potter! Harry began yelling. The Dark Arts better be worried. Oh boy! Okay, and that, friends, is the end of Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. I would like to mention that there was absolutely no large pile of ash in this entire story. Why did you call it Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash? That being said, that was not the worst fanfiction I have actually ever read. Between books 4 and 7, like, fanfiction.net was life. And this is actually, you know, it's decent. I prefer my fanfiction rated M. It could have used a little more smut. You know, sadly though, it's still slightly better than Cursed Child. Oh, Cursed Child. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share a video for your girl. Woo-hoo. Anyway, happy pre-Christmas. Pieces.
No.